Dynasty podcast brought to you live on location. I'm Trevor. This is Juan. Quarantining it up. Um, what is this?
Okay.
It's crazy.
like, okay.
Anyway,
Yes. What is this
yeah,
like? It's been like a month, right? Almost a month
yeah, almost
since
a
this
month.
thing started. That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
been.
what? I think the 11th since sports got canceled. I think it was the 11th. So 4 days before is a whole month of no sports.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is very scary, very disgusting. I don't like it at all. But
Yeah, fuck with
we're
yeah, fuck.
under COVID. What can we do?
Yeah, what we gotta do is sit back and relax and I guess do what we got to do. But
Yes.
most importantly,
Hmm.
um, while you're drinking your cold one, everyone listening, make sure you like, share, subscribe. We are on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play Radio, iHeartradio, Stitcher Play Radio, um, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter. And yeah, if I missed anything, please forgive me. Um,
In
let's
description, whatever. Like
yeah,
it's there. It's
yeah,
all
it's
there.
there.
So we were sitting back taking our breaks, drinking our cold ones. Wow, there were actual athletes this weekend that were in action. I mean, in front of no one, but they had their action, and that we're talking about
Truly,
WrestleMania 36. That
yeah.
happened this weekend, despite the COVID-19 pandemic going around. Whether you agree with them or disagree with them, that's up to you guys to decide. But I personally think, and I personally thank them for risking everything out and go doing their thing out there for us. I think
I
we
agree.
need stuff like this. We needed the show, believe it or not. Whether it had no build up, but we still needed the show. We needed to get our sparks back. You know what I mean? Like it's been too depressing the last 3.5 weeks. So I respect the wrestlers and sometimes Vince and Stephanie and them to actually put this stuff out and actually get the show going on.
I agree.
But let's go. I don't remember half the matches because the first day I was not in the best of conditions, so I don't remember half of it.
Yes,
But
because our guy Juan had a birthday last past Saturday. Happy belated birthday again. I said happy birthday to you already. He was,
I
he
did.
was living his best life.
I was. If you want to put it in that case, yes, that we're living my best life. But
Luckily for me, I watched the entire first day. It was very, very something. I'll give you that much. But I remember
it
the
was
first.
very, very something. It
The
was.
it opened up. I believe it opened up. The first match opened up with hold on. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. There was so
Look
much
it
going
up
on that
right
day.
quick.
Yeah.
I'll look it up real quick. But I don't remember either because I wasn't around. So I also had a big group chat party. Unlike a lot of other people, I stood my ass home and I had a party online. That's what you guys should be doing too.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Social distancing and get your hands clean,
Yes. Wash your hands.
you nasty asses. Or as Lacey Evans like to say, you nasties. So
Oh my God, Lacey Evans was something else. Oh my God.
I
But
like. I've
still
always
hot
loved
though.
her. It's
Super
just they
hot
don't treat
though.
her well, but I was okay.
Super hot though. I'll give her that. So
Uh, okay, but they better give me like the entire rundown. Okay, they did. I believe it started with Cesaro and Drew Gulak. Yeah, kickoff show. Then
oh
the
yeah, kickoff show.
actual thing, it was the women's tag team championship.
All right. Oh yeah. Cool. All right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I like Cesaro and I like Drew Gulak. They were really good wrestlers, but I don't know who watches the pre-show. But
It's
all I
the
know is that
kickoff show. Who cares?
yeah,
Let me
all I
keep
know
it
is that
real.
Cesaro won, which is the right thing to do because Cesaro is the veteran. And damn, I feel bad for Cesaro. Man. Cesaro man should have been a world champion over the years.
He should be in AEW actually,
He
but
should. He should. Destroying it over there. It's a damn shame how they completely mismanaged him in all types of ways. It sucks. But, you know, yeah, Cesaro got the win over that match. It was like a 6 minute match, so who really cares? But anyway, now we
whatever.
headed to the regular show. The match opened up with the women's tag team champions. You had the the defending champs, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. They went up 1-on-1 against the Alexa Bliss and Damn, Nikki Cross.
Nikki
Nikki Cross.
Cross.
Yeah, they were once. They beat them in October for the championship. October at Hell in a Cell, and now WrestleMania they managed to
Oh
get
yeah, the debut of the Tajiri spit in
yeah.
October.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty funny though. The match was good. I'm not gonna lie, the match was pretty good. A lot of action going on in that match. I had no problem with it.
But I will
Other
say though, because I didn't watch the matches according to other people that told me about it, since there's no crowd, you hear everything. So they said that Nikki Cross scared the effing bejesus out of them because you know how she gets crazy and whatnot when she wrestles.
yeah,
So all you're hearing is yeah when she's wrestling the entire time. I'm like, oh gosh, yeah,
all you heard was
scary.
all you heard was loud yelling, screaming. But you from Oscar and Kerry saying all you heard was I'm like what? But it's a
You
funny
hear
story.
Japanese things we don't freaking I understand. Unfortunately, I wish I understood
Uh,
Japanese.
it was bad. It was crazy. I was watching. I did a funny story really fast. You know the story, but for those who don't know, I was in the corner store, watching the match on my phone while I was, waiting to send the eat from the store. And only thing you heard was Austin and them yelling and screaming. All you heard was commentary from I think it was Michael Cole. I think Michael Cole, whoever. Always commentary. And someone there came up to me and said, "Are you seriously watching porn in the store?"
Yeah.
And I said, "No, I'm watching wrestling." And then someone's like, "Well, what's the difference?" I'm like, "You know what? Let me just go."
I'm de- I'm done.
I was like, "Oh hell no!" So I had to leave. I had to hurry up, get
Brought
my
the
stuff and leave.
retarded out of people. Like what? Oh
Yo,
my gosh, bro.
that was terrible. It was
That's
so funny.
100% terrible.
But overall, the match ended. It was back and forth momentum. I like how they a lot. Who was it? I like how they had Alexa Bliss pretty much take control to the end of the match. A twisted bliss up top of the rope. 1, 2, 3, and we have new champions. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are the first
Cool.
two-time women's tag team champions. Let's
Cool.
be honest; those tag team titles are a joke. Let's be honest,
Yeah, I don't
but
really care.
nobody really cares about them. But at least it's something for them to do. So yeah, who cares? Who
So
cares?
next is also something I don't care about because I know there was actually a match. It's Corbin versus Elias. I didn't get rat's ass.
Oh my
I didn't
goodness!
watch it.
First of all, it all started because remember it was the couple of nights before. Well, the same taping, but the tape episode of SmackDown before WrestleMania on Friday showed that Baron Corbin beating the shit out of Elias and pretty much saying that he's not here to compete. So he told the referee, "I want you to count him out right now so I can be victorious at WrestleMania." And next thing you know, here comes the Elias comes out. They fight for a little bit, and like I said before,
Yes, the famous E minor chord. Yes, that's what that
yeah,
was.
yeah, I'm surprised. I don't remember none of those chords, but hey, I don't remember none of those stuff.
Make me give me my change.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
No train. They not taking.
Cool. Thank you. Also, it was that happening. That happened. It was just a regular match, and no one gives a shit about. And Elias won on a
Yeah, cool.
roll
Next.
on a roll up.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, speaking of roll ups, we're gonna get to roll ups right now.
Oh
You
my
want to know what's
goodness.
next? The Raw Women's Championship. I was too wasted to know what happened. I haven't rewatched it yet. So
This match,
the floor is yours, bro. I don't
this
know how
match
it went.
infuriated me because WWE managed to completely ruin. They managed to completely make the women's Royal Rumble and the women's Elimination Chamber pointless. They managed to do all that in one night. First of all, we spoke about this on the Square Circle podcast a couple of months ago about who would be the Royal Rumble winner. I said Shayna
Oh
Baszler
yeah.
or Charlotte, one of the two. And I said, okay, if you have Shayna Baszler, how strong they booked her in that match, and how she lost, but you can move around that. Hey, you got Shayna Baszler fight making the WrestleMania, and then you had her go through the Elimination Chamber, which everybody knew she was gonna win anyway. But how she ran through everybody didn't make any sense to me. For her to lose like this, like the match was okay. The match was like 10 minutes long. On a roll up, like really, you Shayna Baszler choking her out, right? Choking her out, I'm thinking, all right, cool, choke her out. Then she flips it up, and her shoulders are on the mat. 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, what the hell? Like that's how it ends. Like really? Like what was the fucking point of having her do all that? For what? It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense to me. It just makes me angry, and I hate it. Like it was just bad. I hate it. Yeah. And
I'm
Becky
sick of
Lynch.
Becky, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'm just being straight honest. I'm
This this
sick
was
of
this
Becky,
was
dog.
literally slam dunk. Let it be a good match. Have Shayna win, and that's it. That is it. But they managed to completely ruin the Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber all at the same time because this Becky Lynch is the champion. Okay, fine. We're gonna do now. We're going to extend. We're going to extend the rivalry for what? For what? You just killed it already. You killed her already. You killed her already. Didn't she bite her in the neck before?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Like what was the point of that? Over there. Sorry about that. I can't catch them. They're trying to get their stuff ready, so we'll fix that out later. But yeah, it was just bad. I think it was a wrong decision for having them lose, having her lose like that, and I was pretty upset. And I was really mad. So yeah, whatever.
I'm glad I was drinking. All right. Next, in Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn against Daniel Bryan.
This match wasn't. It was bad because it's like, yo, listen, Sami Zayn is a very talented wrestler, very very good, and the persona they have him right now, the character he's had right now. First of all, why the hell is he? Why the hell is Nakamura and Cesaro his lackeys? I don't understand that. Why? It was so stupid. First of all, I want to see the Sami Zayn that had that incredible match with Nakamura at Takeover. I think it was Takeover Dallas, Takeover London. One of those takeovers years ago. Amazing match he debuted when Nakamura debuted to the WWE. Was he Cesaro? Like why? It didn't make any sense. The match sucked. The match sucked. You're gonna have a talented wrestler like Sami Zayn just completely be a bitch, and then and this is beneath
I'm dead.
Daniel Bryan too. This is beneath him. Terrible. That sucked. And yeah, Sami Zayn won due to interference and was able to capitalize with a haluva kick from the top rope and 1, 2, 3, and they win. Like ooh. And can we be honest here? That Intercontinental Championship design sucks. It
It is
sucks.
ugly. I agree.
It's ugly. What was the problem? There was nothing wrong with the old one. I don't know, but whatever. What other
It's
matches?
ugly. I agree 100%, bro. It's an ugly title. Next, the tag team triple threat match.
Yes.
Yes, triple threat meaning one person per three teams against each other. So John Morrison, Kofi Kingston, and Jimmy Uso.
I understand why they did it because obviously the Miz is sick from catching
Yeah,
COVID. So best of luck to wish him recovery from that. I think the way they did that made sense because like what, all three competitors in this match had the same skill set. They both can hop around, high flying, so it makes sense to do it like that. The match was good. I get it wrong. The match was pretty good. A
I
lot of
love
action
the
going on.
ending. The finish is funny.
Yeah, the match was really good. The right guy won. John Morrison
I
ended up
agree.
getting the win for it. And it's good to see how Usos in the New Day, well in this case Jimmy Uso and your boy Kofi Kingston, who last year
Kofi
was
Mania.
I'm sorry, I love JBL was one of my favorites growing up. He is completely dreadful on commentary. He is
Yeah.
dreadful.
You had me
He's
laughing though.
horrible. He's terrible. I'm like, yo, this is terrible, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is bad. But anyway, I like the story. I like how the rivalry between the Usos and the New Day with those two together. So it was pretty good. I liked how John Morrison after all these years is still as good as he is. Still, even though he's a lot older than he was before when he was back in WWE originally, it's pretty good, pretty damn good. Still good after all of this. The right guy won. John Morrison got his WrestleMania moment. I guess you want to call it a WrestleMania moment, but nevertheless. But yeah, they got the match. They got the win, and good for them.
Okay. Next, well, segment. was when Mojo Rawley intercepted Gronkowski to win the 24/7 championship. I'm just mentioning that because something happens the next night. So
I
now
know.
the actual match. All right, this is the match I will normally watch because my boy Seth is there. But I was drunk and in the party. So Kevin Owens against Seth Rollins, when Kevin Owens won twice.
It was a good match. It was a good match.
It's better being this Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. It's hard to mess that up, even though they did in
It,
2016.
even though I was like, how they ended in DQ. I'm like, okay, you know how he rang his bell, literally. He rang his bell literally. So the match was good. Match was good. Telling the story. Um, I think Seth Rollins is better suited as a heel anyway. So I think that right guy won. I like the spot where
He
he
had
jumped.
to, yeah.
I like the spot where he jumped off the WrestleMania sign. I mean, I guess everyone was jumping off everything. It was pretty good. Um, and then after he ended in DQ, um, Kevin Owens pretty much said, "Oh, you're a Monday Night Messiah. You're a Monday Night bitch." Like, it was hilarious.
That's
It was
basically what
hilarious.
he said in like 7 words. That's basically what he said. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
it was pretty funny.
Seth was like, "Kevin, you never learn," and then he wound up getting put through a table from like a 20 feet elbow drop and one. But they booked it right. I gotta rewatch it to make sure I know everything happened. But Kevin had to win that match.
Yeah,
It was no question. If Seth won that match, Kevin would be ruined. So they had to get Kevin Owens to win. So
yeah, and
there's not
because
much to say about
especially on Raw, that they need more stars to contend for the championship, which we'll get to that later.
that. Hmm.
They need to be able to have legitimate stars that we can actually look at and say, all right, fine, that makes sense. Put
They
time.
pose a threat, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So speaking of championship, we will take 10 seconds to talk about this because the match was 10 seconds. Goldberg against Braun Strowman. Yeah, this wasted time.
This
Literally,
match is terrible.
what was it 4 spears and 3 power slams or 4 and 4? I don't remember how many it
It
was
was
anymore.
four spear. It was four spears and four power slams, and that was the match.
That was it. So
Literally,
next, it kind of I feel bad for Braun. Like this is how you win your title, and knowing when Roman comes back, you're going to lose the title immediately to him. So I kind of make me feel bad for him. But at least he
do
has
you
the
know?
belt now, finally.
Do you know what it says more about and worse? I feel bad for worse. I feel bad for Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt more because you lost the title to Goldberg. For this to happen
It gets squashed. Yeah, I know.
is bad. It's bad. So yeah, so Braun Strowman wins his Universal Championship finally, and he looks so happy, even though it's circumstances. But
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I'm like, "No, sir, sorry."
You're champion because everybody got sick, brother. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. All right. So the match of the weekend. Match of the weekend. The
Oh yes,
Undertaker against AJ
yes.
Styles. There was nothing wrong with this. It was 100% perfect to me. I watched it twice already.
First of
I'll watch it a third time later if I want.
it was excellent. Shout out to Jeremy Borash, who produced the TNA special years ago called the Fire Deletion. He's behind it. He's works with WWE now. Hence why they were able to do it the way they did. He's still there, so you can see all his imprints on the style of how they produced this. It was well done. The dialogue well done. The story was amazing. The story was amazing. Um, the effects, everything was
It
well done.
was perfect. It was so good. And it made Undertaker look more badass than he probably ever looked.
It
It was
did,
amazing.
especially he coming back as his big eagle persona. He's I'm gonna make you famous. I'm gonna make you famous. It's pretty cool.
Which
Which
he
was
did.
cool. But
Which he did. You
now people are
know,
saying
that he died. It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful.
that
I, mm.
for many AJ Styles fans, they were like, "Oh well, they buried him literally." Well, they buried him literally,
I mean,
but
yeah, but I mean, not in
but
the bad sense. It's AJ Styles. Like,
yeah,
hello, he can't get buried. It's impossible.
and two, AJ Styles didn't need to win this match. He did not need to win this match. Undertaker needed this more than him. Undertaker he couldn't afford to lose another WrestleMania match. He couldn't. And if this is his last WrestleMania match, then by
I'm
all means,
hoping for that it is.
I hope it is too.
Yeah, and like
But
I think you said this on Facebook. If they're gonna keep doing stuff like this for him, I'm game.
I'm
Keep
personally,
doing these
that's
cinematic
fine.
match for him, excellent. I don't want to see him
Listen,
in the ring anymore. To be 100% honest,
I agree 100. I agree 100%. And like I said, they should do this more often, especially only with like big important feuds that make sense. Like this, if Undertaker could do this, he could wrestle for literally 5 more years. They could do it
yeah,
like this.
whenever. Yep, I agree. 100%, I agree. I love it. It was
And to
perfect.
me, it actually adds to the mystique of the Undertaker character, honestly. So well done, WWE. Well done, Jeremy Borash. Did a really good job with that
They
part.
broke the internet.
And also, I let shout out to the OC, Lou Gallows and Carl Anderson. They were
They
great.
good too.
They were
Yeah,
great. They were great. Um, as far as like being part of that storyline, it was great. Um, yeah, I enjoyed it
it was
very much
great.
so.
I said they broke the internet. That was everybody talking about the entire Saturday night. It was about that match. They're
Yeah,
telling again. I WWE thank you very much for the show. Thank you. All right. Next day, this I could talk about now. I was sober
yes,
and watching the entirety, except
yeah.
the kickoff match. I don't give a shit about Liv Morgan and Natalia. Sorry, girls. So let's go with the first match. Now, the NXT Women's Championship, Rhea Ripley against Charlotte Flair, who was pulling off the Vegeta, according to my brother, which I'm like, oh shit, that's
Oh
true.
my god,
Rhea Ripley's running Vegeta.
I'm like, oh my god, Rhea Ripley was looking so hot in this thing, man. She's so
Oh
fire.
my god.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But yeah, we can start that match. Let me start
We
with that
are.
match. Honestly speaking, yeah, I'm trying to what I'm saying. Me personally, I was kind of upset with this match because I felt that the wrong person won. I didn't think that Charlotte needed to win this match, but hear me out. Now I understand why they did it. But going into the match, I said, yo, listen, I said, Rhea Ripley, if you want to establish Rhea Ripley as a big star, I'm thinking that you putting her at WrestleMania to fight at WrestleMania to catapult her into the stratosphere of top women stars in the company, that's
Mhm.
different. So, you know what I'm saying?
It's still scary you called that though.
I did. I called that months ago. I did. It was a good match. Great match, though.
Yeah.
Um, they Charlotte. They made Charlotte look like a real bitch in this one. Like very cocky. The cocky
They made her
champion.
kind of old school. Like
What's I
she was
like?
working the legs the entire time. She was doing all types of heelish stuff, tucking a little bit of the ish during match. She looked kind of old school in this match, and I like that. I enjoyed that very much. Like a nice old school heel. It was really good. But I knew she was gonna win. They need the rating and star power against AEW.
Yeah,
So
I
with
agree.
her there, I assumed that something like this was gonna happen. It is what it is though. But at least
Yeah,
you
it's
had a
all right.
good match, and you can still lose and look good. And I thought Rhea looked pretty good.
Yeah, she's
Um,
really good. Yeah, I agree. So
so
Charlotte is now
it's fine.
11-time world champion, 11-time women's champion, which is crazy.
Question,
Yeah,
question. So we're counting NXT. So isn't she like 13?
it's
Because
12.
when they
It's technically
counted
12.
when
It's technically 12, but her first championship reign as NXT champion was considered developmental, so they don't count it.
but
They
they do
count
other
they,
one.
they count NXT from when NXT became part of a national stage on cable.
Okay.
That's when they count it.
So they do count the first ring then. They don't. I mean the second ring. They don't count the first ring. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
I agree.
Because I was thinking about that. I was confused. I thought they meant just like the main roster stuff. All right. Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. The ending was great, but that's all I cared about in this match, though. Ending was
Yeah,
hilarious to me.
yeah. I mean, the fact that Lana finally gonna say, "Listen, Lana, no more, no more, no more." And Lana, I miss Rusev. He's bringing back. Chances are he was gonna leave AEW too. So this is probably the end of this thing. It was stupid to begin
Uh,
with.
but it was funny. What was I gonna say? But they looking like they're building Aleister little by little, getting more wins after more wins after more wins every week. So maybe they'll actually do something with him within the next few months. We'll see. But we'll see about that. Next, the fat guy gets the girl in Otis versus Dolph Ziggler. I still want to know who the hell the person in the computer was. That's the part that bothered me out of it all.
I
Because
don't
who is
know
it?
who the hell was that. Why? What the hell is this? GTV from the 2000s? Like, Though that was cool. Now that was cool, but that whole segment was kind of cheesy, and yeah, I didn't care for this match. I thought the match was fucking terrible. I hated it,
But
but
it was the biggest storyline coming in because it actually was built literally from like what Valentine's Day, right? So it's like a month and a half long freaking feud. So it's like that's the only one that had a pure storyline, versus a lot of other things were like thrown into the mix. So this was like okay, I mean, and then all the the lesser people who can't get the girl, this is their little little storyline for them.
I mean, it's
I mean,
and also for the jealous lover, the jealous best friend who's really the love, who really loves him at the same time. I can't stand it. Like
they didn't go that far. Whole love. You talk about okay.
Sonya Deville. It kind of way. My thing is, why was Sonya Deville trying to sabotage all that? Why for Dolph Ziggler? Dolph Ziggler really like? And his name with Dolph Ziggler too. He's so far gone. It's like, yo, this is ridiculous.
I don't care about him. No one does.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Dolph Ziggler anyway.
Literally, no one does. All right. So next match was the last man standing match between Grandpas, Edge and Randy Orton. Yeah, this match
Was
completely
too long.
under. Yeah, it was literally. I think it was like 30 something minutes, almost 40. You
40
gotta cut
minutes.
that in half, homie. Gotta cut that in half, homie. 20 max. They're 45 plus. Why are they having a 40? Why is their match time as long as like
Older age.
I just don't. Right, like so I was like, what the like? Why is it so long? I'm sitting there like, all right, it's been like 25 minutes. Like, what's going on? What's taking so long? I'm like, these guys are gasping from air, not because they're acting like they're hurt. It's because they're fucking tired. They're 45, like taking these bumps. Like they need to stop. Like it was good at first, then it's like, hold up, what's going on? The ending was like as expected. It was storybook, even though that spot when he reversed the spear into the RKO was awesome, but like you could have did that 20 minutes ago and ended the match. Like I don't
I agree.
understand why it takes so long.
I think the ending of that match was perfect storytelling at its finest. When WWE wants to, when they really want to, they can really make pretty decent storylines and when they want to. This is perfect how they ended it. My thing is that it was too long. Cut it in half. It didn't make like listen. Just because night one was only 3 hours in, 3 hours for the first half of the show doesn't mean that the fourth hour have to be 4.5, 5 hours.
Yeah, like no.
There's no need for it. There's no need for it at all. But that's neither here nor there. Great match though.
It was a decent match. It was like a boring book. You know how a book will start good, and once you get into the meat of the book, it's like, yo, what is this trash? You gotta skip all the pages and get to the end, and the ending's awesome. But then you're like, you're
That was
dissatisfied
a very
because
good
the whole
announcement, by the way.
80%, oh yeah, 80% of the book is boring. That's what that match was. But it is what they especially those two guys. This could have been better. They could have booked this so much better. But it is whatever. I
It's
guess it
better.
just wanted. Yeah.
It's better than what WWE normally does with certain stuff like this. I thought like I said, it could have been a lot worse, but how they ended it was
Oh yeah,
perfect.
definitely. But like I think they wanted a big pizzazz win for Edge because this is his first real match. That's probably what the real reason why it was as long as it was. But come on, no, 20 minutes of brutality was perfect, not 38 and whatever it was with 45-year-old guys. All right, next segment. Gronkowski jumps off the stage and wins the 24/7 championship. Instead of being in the Patriots the year before and helping us go to the Super Bowl, but fuck it, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, that's fine. It's fine. We love you, Gronk. You would not save
Oh,
that bum ass offense anyway. Next, I don't care about this. I don't like these guys at all. But the Raw Tag Team Champions, they won. They beat a Mexican and some guy. I have no idea who Austin Theory was at all. Who the fuck is this
Austin
guy?
Theory
Yeah.
and Angel Garza. The match was whatever. This is what I don't understand about the Street Profits. Right? The Street Profits, right? You have fucking Montez Ford carrying a red cup. What the fuck is in that cup? Like, what's their gimmick? What's their
I
gimmick?
don't know.
Party people? Like, I really thought it was lean. Like, yo, really? So you really want to go there? Like, have this man carry an empty bread cup? We know what's in that cup. If, for those who don't know, yeah, we know what's in that cup. Why? Why? It's so dumb. The
If
match
you
was
ever
okay.
seen the college party, you know what's in that cup. Yeah.
Yeah, the match was okay. The match was stupid. And then the match after they win the match, The other two guys, Theory and Garza, beat the hell out of Montez Ford. And here comes hot ass Zelina Vega beating the shit out of Montez Ford. Then her husband comes out. Bianca Belair beats the shit out of Zelina Vega, and here comes the feud. For the next couple of months, there's
Yep.
6 people that no one gives a shit to see. Honestly, no one cares a shit. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't give a that. So next, the fatal 5-way elimination match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, which was actually pretty damn good.
I
I
agree.
enjoyed it. I don't like. Well, I don't not. I don't learn something, but I saw Bailey winning. I saw it coming. Oh, and it's between Bailey, Sasha Banks, Lacey Evans, Tamina. I don't know why, and Naomi. Sorry.
My father said the same thing. He says, "Why is Tamina in this match?" Uh, I mean, because they
They
have
always
to.
gotta have that big, intimidating fat person that can like sit on people for a little while, and then it takes the other 4 or 5 people to pin them down. They do this every match. That's
Ooh,
basically what she was there for intimidation fodder. Even though we all know she'd be the first one eliminated. We all knew.
yeah, but I like how in certain parts of this match, you thought that they were gonna tease Sasha Banks turning on Bailey, which she did. Um, like there was parts of the match that she's not trying to turn her today. She'll turn on her. But once she got eliminated,
Friday
yeah, when she got eliminated, she was kind of like hiding underneath the ring. So I'm thinking, oh
for
shit,
like
matter of time.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, like matter of time before she turns on. It's coming, and
No, they're
it happened.
teasing it, but they also teased it 2 years ago and didn't do it. So we'll see.
Because they messed it up so badly 2 years ago. Like they're trying to repackage and try to redo their takeover match from 2015, and they can't. It's too late. Triple
Ha-
H, they
yeah,
can't.
Chile did it perfectly, but I guess they can't do it now. But they should have had Sasha win. That would have been the greatest outcome to me. It would have been great.
I agree. That makes sense, but
It would have
I
been
apologize.
great. But at least they book Lacey kind of strong. I like that. But I just know they're not gonna do nothing with her, so it's kind of a waste. But
Yeah,
it is what it is. I thought she performed very well, Lacey Evans in this match. But again, it's for no reason. There's 2 more matches. All right, 2 more. Okay. Uh, the hilarious Firefly Funhouse match in John Cena and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. This was freaking hilarious. I could have. I literally sat in my bed and couldn't move for those 10 minutes that was on. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? What they WWE made fun of themselves so many times in this freaking thing. Bray Wyatt was hilarious. My favorite joke is when he started singing Nikki Bella's song to John Cena. That was the greatest thing.
and, anyway, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy because it was mostly. I sat there, I watched it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cheesy, and I get what they were doing. I get what they were doing, but to me, it was like, did we need to have this match?
No, it was pointless. I agree with. Like, what
Like,
the hell was the point? But it was still funny, so I accepted.
I mean, I understood the little Easter eggs they're putting out there and the what ifs and everything. It made sense. It made sense, but for the most part, it was just like the match was like, nah. Didn't we need to have it? It's not a big
It wasn't
deal.
even a real match. It was just like a comedy show. That's literally what it was.
And then
It wasn't real wrestling at all.
it just says that Bray Wyatt beat John Cena. And I'm like, did he really? Did he really?
He kind of did. He like brainwashed him for 10 minutes and then just choked him out. Basically, what he did. I
I
thought it was funny as hell. It wasn't a real match. It was literally a comedy session. That's literally what it was. So it's another squash for John Cena. 2 out of 3 WrestleManias. So
yeah, it was okay.
whatever. All right. It was funny to me. I loved it. It was hilarious. Again, that also broke the internet 2 nights ago. What's the last match? Yeah, the last match. The little Brock Lesnar not wanting to wrestle match. Brock Lesnar against Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, which lasted 5 minutes, something like that.
How many years? I think Brock Lesnar has done the championship match at WrestleMania the last 6 years in a row. Like it's
Yes,
crazy.
the last time I think was WrestleMania 32, and then he had a WrestleMania title match before that.
Yeah.
So 31, 33, 34, 35, and 36.
Oh my goodness, it's bad. It was. I hate. Cause think about it. They didn't do this. They didn't do this back in the day. Like once you put someone in the finisher, it was over. Not when you do 4 or 5 claymore kicks and you kick out. It's so stupid. I'm like, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. So I didn't like it.
No, it's trash.
It was garbage. I mean,
Both championship matches were hot ass.
I'm happy that Michael McIntyre won the championship, but for what? Like it's like
For what?
it's like Brock didn't want to be there. You can tell Brock didn't want to be
That's
there.
what I'm saying. Brock didn't feel like wrestling, so it's like, let's get this shit over with and I go home. Literally
Yeah,
how he does.
it's like I don't know why they keep putting him in this predicament anyway. Every year, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania champion, WrestleMania. Listen, listen. It is what it is with him. It's always what it is at the end of the day for him. I personally think it was stupid and a waste.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever. What they have to do now for McIntyre is they're gonna have to find a way to really build him up now because this match didn't do anything for him like at all. So they're gonna have to figure it out. It's just that simple. But that was WrestleMania in a nutshell. I really thought it was a pretty good show, especially with the circumstances that was going on with it. You know, it's going on with this pandemic. We needed something to lift us up. So that Undertaker match was definitely a picker-upper. The John Cena thing was hilarious. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte was probably the best wrestling match, I think. It's between the women's championship matches that's not Becky Lynch. I will go with those. Those are probably the best 2 matches. And Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. Very, very good. Like those are the matches that they get everything.
Honestly speaking, did they really need to have 2 nights? Two nights because you had 19 matches total, right? Probably like 6, 7 of them were pointless. Like, why even have them? You just
I was thinking 10. You're better than me.
Yeah.
10 of them sucked, and the other 6 were good.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like, why have they had so many matches for 2 nights? Like, listen, you didn't have to have 2 nights. You could have had the best matches on the card, and that's it. And keep it moving.
Everybody gotta get shine, man. Remember, they get extra paycheck playing from that being in WrestleMania, so they gotta, they get that extra pay. It is what it is. Well, all right, so that is our wrestling corner thing that we usually do with Anthony, but circumstances. Maybe within another week, I talk to him about it. We can get him. We could do a whole triple camera thing on Skype or something, and we can have a whole, wrestling corner or whatever I call it. Score circle. There you go. That we can do that together. Same thing with NBA Roundup, even though there's literally no basketball. But I mean, it doesn't mean we can't talk about past stuff. Like other podcasts are literally doing redrafts. Like that's how sad it's getting now.
Yeah.
They're redrafting past things, which is actually kind of fun. And then probably by starting next week, we'll actually start doing draft stuff for the NFL. Because Patriots fans, we have a lot of work to do. So we should start doing draft stuff for the fix our offense. But before we end that in the 41-minute mark, the 2010s all-decade team came out yesterday. And there's a little bit of debate between fans. Surprisingly, just a little bit. I thought it would be more because people are stupid and don't understand football. But there's only a little bit, so most of it is actually pretty good according to them. But let's go read out real quick what those things. My man ran outside. Is that noisy? I know.
Yeah, I have to go outside.
All right, but let's go read out the list of the players in each position real quick, and then we can start seeing if we disagree with anything. And then Bleacher has a website where there are 5 snubs, and then we could debate that too. So let's do this real quick. Hopefully, no more than 10 minutes. All right. So the offense, the quarterbacks are Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. That's one of the debates that people are having. We'll say that later. Running back is going to be Frank Gore, Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, and Adrian Peterson. Tom Brady and Adrian Peterson are both unanimous decisions. No questions asked.
Absolutely.
That's simple. We're going to go with wide receiver, Antonio Brown, Lai Fitzgerald, Calvin Johnson, and Julio Jones. There are no unanimouses there. I don't know why. They low-key all should have been black because, honestly, to me, I don't see any other receiver being better than those 4 in this 10 years. I don't see how. But that's just my opinion, I guess. Tight end, Rob Gronkowski and Travis Kelce. Again, there were nothing unanimous there, but come on now. If there was an obvious group of people that are the best in their position in 10 years, is the 100% Gronkowski and Travis Kelsey. That's no debate.
True.
Yeah. The tackles are Jason Peters, Tyron Smith, Joe Staley, and Joe Thomas. Don't disagree with it at all either. But if you guys did not notice, there are no right tackles in that list. Just saying, they're all left tackles. So if you're trying to build a team, you kind of it's gonna be a little hard because right tackle and left tackles are two different positions. They're not the same. So we'll see how that goes. Center is Alex Mack and Marquise Pouncey. There is a discrepancy there. We'll get that later between people. And the guards are Jari Evans. If people remember him, he won a Super Bowl with the Saints. If y'all don't remember him, Logan Mankins, Patriots faithful. Zach Martin and Marshall Yanda. Again, no debate there. But there's only one right guard in that list. I mean, no, one left guard. Sorry, one left guard in that list. And the flex, I don't know why that exists, is Darren Sproles. Makes sense. He's the all-time leading like all line of scrimmage guy, so that makes sense. But I don't know what the hell. It's not fantasy. I don't know why they put a flex or whatever. Defense. Calais Campbell, Cameron Jordan, Julius Peppers, and J.J. Watt are the defensive ends. Defensive tackles are Geno Atkins, Fletcher Cox, Aaron Donald, the great, and Ndamukong Suh. Then linebackers are Chandler Jones, Luke Kuechly, Khalil Mack, Von Miller, Bobby Wagner, and Patrick Willis. They're combining outside and inside, obviously. Cornerbacks are Patrick Peterson, Darrell Reeves, and Richard Sherman. Safeties are Eric Berry, Earl Thomas, Eric Weddle, and DB. Don't know why they did that. Chris Harris Jr. and Tyron Matthew. Now, special teams, Johnny Hecker, Shane Leckler are your punters.
Of
Kickers
course.
are Disgusting Goskowski and Justin Tucker, the GOAT. Uh, Punt returners are Tyreek Hill, Darren Sproles. Kick returners, Devin Hester and Cordero Patterson. So, my sir, is there any debate on any of the positions at all before I start?
Um, I have a problem with anything you said right there. Because Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, I guess you can say, I guess they're okay. I guess. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. People love Aaron Rodgers. I'll tell you that much. But you can argue, but it's okay, I guess. But other than that, I don't see too much of an issue. It's not too bad, But what do you think?
The offense to me is perfect. The quarterback is not even close. It is both of them. It is not close at all. No one touches Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers does not touch Tom Brady. And I'll explain to you why. Because if you look through the entire 10-year resume, Tom Brady's untouchable. He has 3 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs. The stat alone, yeah. We're all talking about Tom Brady. Aaron, something exploded?
Nah, nah.
um, Aaron Rodgers, he has 1 Super Bowl. I understand it is the beginning of the decade, but it's 1 Super Bowl. He has 2 MVPs. He has 2 first team All Pros, 1.5 billion Pro Bowls, and one of the more efficient career numbers in NFL history. Now, people are saying, "What about Breeze and Russell Wilson?" Okay, let's do this. Drew Brees, before 2017, where was the playoff success at? When did he make playoffs? What twice? He started off the decade throwing 20 interceptions and getting his ass beat by Marshawn Lynch. That's how he started the decade, not defending his championship. 2011, he's not going one and done. He lost to the San Francisco 49ers. Okay, cool. And I believe won Offensive Player of the Year because he threw 5,400 yards.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
the
500,000 yards. Yeah.
yeah. 2012 did not make the playoffs. 2013, who did he lose to? He got beat up by the champion Seattle. 2014, 15, and 16, what did he do? Not make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Damn. So that you see that 3-year stretch is the reason why Aaron Rodgers is better because Aaron Rodgers stayed in that 3-year stretch. He went to the playoffs. Yeah. Remember, this is the man who does not even acknowledge his existence compared to other people. I hate this man with all of my being. But no, it's not close. He is the second best quarterback in this decade. No question. He made the playoffs every year from 2010 to 2017. And that's because he was injured almost all of 2017. The only year he did not make the playoffs as the guy in the helm was 2018 because he was ass. But I got more ammunition. Aaron Rodgers also made the NFC Championship game, I think, half the decade, if I'm not mistaken. 2010.
At least 4 times. 4 times.
2010, 2014, 2016, 2019.
Yeah,
Drew
for
Brees
enough.
made it once. Yeah, Drew Brees made it once in 2018, even though he should have won it. But he made it once. Russell Wilson made it twice in a row. That's it. And before people say, well, who did he beat to get to Super Bowl 2014? So who did Aaron Rodgers beat to get the NFC Championship game last year? Well, wasn't it Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers, not close. He's second best quarterback. But it's like, it's Tom, right? Then you have to go like 60 feet below to hit Aaron Rodgers. Then to me, it's another 60 feet below to hit to Drew Brees and Russell Wilson. It's not close. So yeah. So people try to debate about Aaron. Nope, Aaron Rodgers is the second best quarterback in this decade. It's not close. And this is the biggest hater you will ever see. See, I
Yes, you are.
prove it. I prove it. I prove it. I hate him, but my subjectivity doesn't get in the way of facts. Right there. So I don't want to hear no bullshit in the future. Okay? Just so y'all know. For defense, the only thing I didn't like, I really believe Devin McCourty should have been in this list. I think Devin McCourty was probably the second best free safety in the NFL within the last 10 years. I truly believe that. He is a definition of you're not throwing deep on me. He did that perfectly well better than anyone. I'm fine with Earl Thomas being the best safety in this decade, but I think Devin McCourty was second, in my opinion. That's it.
Oh,
We're
thank
almost
you.
done. Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah,
Let's finish.
Yeah, sorry about that, buddy.
No problem.
Sorry about that.
Look, we're in
But
this situation. People
yeah,
who are listening gotta deal with it. It's just that simple. If there was no sickness, we'll be at the school in 3 hours recording this. But
I know.
it is what it is. So don't worry about it. That's it. We're almost done though. Let's finish it. Oh yeah. And the snubs, according to this website, they say is Drew Brees, which I just proved that he is not a snub. He does not belong here. Jason Witten, I disagree because he didn't have the numbers these two guys have. I like Jason Witten though, but he's probably in the 2000s all decade, 2010s. If I have to argue between like him and like not even no, because Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates and even what's his face? I had in my head and I forgot. But this was Dallas Clark. Those probably your three right there in 2010s. So sorry, Jason. Cam Chancellor, I disagree wholeheartedly. Fuck Cam Chancellor. He couldn't cover to save his life. All he's known for is big hits. AJ Green, no, he's not better than the four guys. And Andrew Whitworth, that's an interesting one. That one I don't hate. If I take someone out, it'll probably be Joe Staley. But Andrew Whitworth was a goon in that left tackle spot for the Cincinnati Bengals, and then fixed the line, the Rams offensive line in 2018. So I don't hate that. But the rest, no, no. I think NFL got this list like 98% perfect. I'd say. I think it was
yeah.
perfect.
It was perfect. It was a perfect, but it was pretty good. You made good points about like I said, you hate Aaron Rodgers, but you made perfect points about that. I mean,
Saying
like earlier when I said even though I do, like I said, I think Aaron Rodgers is okay. I still think he's kind of overrated because
he's
how
overrated.
people overblowing him. But that's why I said what I said earlier. But I agree. Besides, this Drew Brees to me, honestly, is like, yo, listen, you're Hall of Fame QB, but what success do you really have in the playoffs?
Truth. Yeah.
What success do you have?
Yeah. Even regular season, you have no regular season awards besides what, two offensive players of the years. No MVP. You barely got any first team All Pros too. You were barely the best in your position throughout this entire your career. I apologize that you had to play in a league with Peyton and Tom. I'm sorry, but you, yeah, like what can I say? But he's a Hall of Famer, now, obviously. You'd be retarded to say not, but I'm sorry, you're not the best in either of the decades. It's Tom and Peyton in the 2000s, and it's Tom and Rogers in 2010s. It's just very
Yeah,
clear.
very clear.
Sorry. Yeah, it's very clear. Sorry. We love you though. Who that, right? No, fuck out of here.
All
But
right.
that's all I gotta say about that. We'll think of better material for next week.
Yeah. I will try to be in a more quiet environment right now. But other than that, great show though. Great show today. Great
Yeah.
show. A lot of things going on right now. But most importantly, we like to thank you all for being, you know, patient with us, being patient. Everything going on right now. We
Definitely.
appreciate you all. As always, like, share, and subscribe. We are on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, Google Replay Radio, iHeartradio, Stitcher Radio, at Podcast Dynasty. On Twitter. Yeah, we're gonna have more lists and more debates coming up soon. Certain things I want to talk about, like I don't know, we may talk about shitty franchises in sports. Talk about that, which I'm looking forward to that too.
You could do
Like
that
shitty franchises.
next week if you want. It's up to you, bro.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, it can happen. We probably soon. I don't know now soon, but I really enjoyed the live stream we did a couple of weeks ago. Whenever everything's back to normal, we can do that
We
again.
up, but things clear up even a little bit. We'll risk our asses again
Yeah,
if we have to,
yeah.
but not
So other
anytime
than
soon
that,
though. We have to see things have to go upward before we go outside. So
true indeed.
yeah,
True indeed, true indeed. But other than that, yeah, shout out to Tulio. Tulio, who's one of our most loyal subscribers. He's been down with us since the beginning. Shout out to
yeah,
him. He literally
Mr.
downloads
Dude.
every episode. Every episode he listens to, he talks about it. He shares it around with his peoples. I appreciate him very much. Shout out to Tulio. High five, man.
That's for
But
Tulio.
other than
If
that,
I had a beer in my hand,
other
I
than
would do a toast in your honor, but I don't have beer.
that,
I drank it all. My bad.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Well, other than that, we'll see you soon, guys. Peace out.
See you soon. Stay safe.
Of
Don't go
course.
outside. Social distancing. Wash your dirty ass hands.
Yes.
Do it.
Goddamn right.
Do it. All right. Well, now with that all said, we're out. Peace out, guys.
Peace.